next section we're looking at is going to be down to I, biconditionals and truth values. It's going to be I6 and 8. So I6, we're going to start out here, biconditionals, and then let me pause and put a definition here. Okay. Biconditional is a statement that combines a conditional and its converse. Biconditionals are frequently written in the form A, if and only if B. So it's going to be real key to have if and only if on all these to make sure it's a biconditional. Okay. So this first one right there, if Charlie stands on his head, then Debbie does a cartwheel. There's no if and only if, so that's going to be a no. Okay, the following statement A is a biconditional. Tom is at the zoo if and only if he sees a chinchilla. Yes. Okay. And then next one, if Fred is wearing boots, then it is snowing. No, there's no if and only if. Okay, so you kind of get the hint on this one. Grayson is playing Foursquare if and only if it's recess. Yes. Okay. All right, so let's jump ahead here. Okay. So this one, you're just going to make sure that the two statements can form a biconditional. So basically, you're just going to flip the P and the Q if you remember the last section. So which two connect if I flip it to both sides? So let's see, 8h minus 9 equals 9. Can I find that elsewhere? Okay, it's here, but the second part is different. Okay, I'm looking down all these, if there's two that match up if I flip them. All right, so scan through these. It looks like this one right here. So you can see the P, the first part, is going to be flipped over here. So this is the converse right there of the statement. So the two of them are going to be together. So again, which two statements form a biconditional? So those two should be it. Okay. So continue doing those. Same thing again. So this one, they give you one of them and they just have to look for the other one. So this one is your P is 6q plus 10 equals -9. So let's see what this statement has that on the right side, which is going to be, it looks like that one right there. Okay. Oops, let's see what I did here. I may have clicked that a little too fast. All right, so it's important that you read the whole statement. So select two statements, and I just selected one. So just looking at that, sometimes I make mistakes as well. I go through it a little too fast. So I answered this one right here, which is correct, but I need to click one more. It's asking for two. Okay, so the right answer should have been the two of those. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, select two statements that form a biconditional. Okay, so let's look at this here. Okay, just look at them, see if you can find two that connect up if you switch the P and the Q. All right, so it should be these two right here. So if k minus 4 equals -4, then m is -3. And then this statement says if m is -3, then k minus 4 equals -4. So that's just, they're flipped, right? Okay. So let's skip ahead. The following biconditional true if v is -2, so you have to just do a little bit of algebra here. If and only if 3b minus 5 equals 4. Okay, so let me write this out. All right, so if I plug the v in for this equation right here, so it'd be 3 times -2 minus 5 equal to 4. All right, let's do the next step right there. So that is going to be -2 times 3 is going to be -6 minus 5, and that is not equal to 4. Okay, so this is actually going to be a no. Okay, actually select it. There we go. All right, let's look at the next one. This next one here is defined by conditional true. a triangle is isosceles if and only if the two sides are congruent? Well, by definition, in geometry, an isosceles triangle is a triangle that has two sides of equal length. Okay, so that should be yes. All right, look in this next one. Quadrilateral is a square if and only if it has 4 right angles. Well, I think of a rectangle can also be a quadrilateral. That has 4 right angles as well. So I'd say no on this one. All right, skipping ahead some, m is 2 or -2, if and only if the absolute value of m is 2. Okay, well, by definition, absolute value is m is going to be 2 or -2. Those are 2 options there, so that's going to be yes. Okay, the following biconditional true: -2 equals k plus 4 if and only if k is -6. So let me write that out so we can see it. Okay, so -2 equals k plus 4. Okay, so if I plug this in, -6 plus 4, that'd be -2 equals -2. So that should be correct. Quadruped is an animal with 4 legs. Yes. All right, next skill we're going into logic truth value, I8. Okay. Some important info on this section is going to be the following. So if the symbol is facing upward, that's going to be or. If it's got that sign there, it's going to be not. And then the expression x and y. So with that symbol, looks like it's kind of going downward. X and y, it's true if both x and y are true, false otherwise. Okay, so let's look at this first one. If p is false, what is the truth value of not p? Well, if it's not false, then it's going to be true. If s is true, what is the value of not s? Well, false. Okay. If q is true and r is true, what is the value of q and r? Well, they're both true, so they're going to be together, so it's going to be true. If s is true, what is the value of s and s? They're going to be true. All right, let's skip ahead some. If r is false, what is the truth value of not r, basically? So let's see, let's break it down for here. So r is false. If we move to our left, that's going to be true. If we move to the left again, that's going to be false. Okay. If p is true, what is the value of p or p combined with p? Okay, well, true or true combined with true. So everything is going to be true. Okay, let's jump ahead again. If r is false and s is false, what is the truth value of not parentheses r or s? R and in parentheses s and r. Okay, so let's start all the way over here. Let me get my pen out here so you can see. So I'm looking at this right here. So s and r. So they're both false actually. So this would stay false on that portion. R is false. So it's basically saying false and false. So that's going to stay false. And then we have a parentheses all the way on the outside. So this is going to be the opposite, so not false. So this statement is actually going to be true. All right, let me erase that. Okay, if r is false and s is true, what is the truth value of that statement right there? So let's break that down there. So starting all the way on the right and moving to my left, that's how I like to do it. All right, so r is false, s is true, but in this statement, this is not S, so this can be false. So two of those combined are going to be false. Okay. I have a parentheses and not symbol. So this is going to end up being a true statement. All right, let's do one more here. All right, let's take a look at this one. So P is false, Q is false, R is false. So they're all false, okay? So it's gonna be false, false, false. This is not Q, so this is actually gonna be true. But that's a symbol there, so it's gonna be false and true. So that's gonna lead to false. And then or false or false. So this is gonna end up being, the statement is gonna be equal to being false. All right, good luck.